Hello, folks. Glad you could be with me today. Uh, going to talk about anything you want to talk about today. I don't do well picking subjects that everybody else likes, and so I just thought that I'd get on here and talk about what y'all want to talk about. Hope we get some like buttons today and some subscribers. I'd like to get 5 subscribers just one time in one session, and that would be great. And I like for everybody that comes on. But they got that big piece of bridge moved out of the harbor, and now all they got's a bunch of little pieces. And I believe they're going to get that thing open here in the next week or two for the bigger boats or more of them, make a wider harbor. But remains to be seen. But they're doing a good job. David, if you're out there, I hope you join up again today. And we'll talk about some different things like we did yesterday. I'd like to see Drain the Swamp uh, 65, I believe it is, or 62, somewhere along there, 65, I think, and talk to him a little bit. And lady down in Australia talked to me a few weeks ago. I'd like to talk to her again. And enjoyed talking about Chris, guy in music that's big over there, and she likes him, and I listen to him, and he's really good. Liked it a lot. Um, I hear them saying that we're going to get a big tax increase. I just heard about it one time, and I ain't heard nothing else. Have y'all heard anything about that? Let me know if you have, because I ain't heard another thing about it. I'd say it's just a gimmick to get some votes, but we'll never know. And I don't know. I can't. If I get another $200 raise, that'd make me have to pay on taxes more. But I don't. You can't win. But I've never got anything that they ever said we was going to get. I never got $1,000 for COVID, and I never got $2,000 for COVID. And if I had got all I didn't get, I'd have been doing pretty good. Be uh, be that much ahead. But anyhow, that's the way it goes. Um, I think I told you all. I got my concrete poured. My son come over and helped me do that. And a good buddy of mine, Dave, goes fishing with me all the time. He helped me. I'm just standing around watching. They wouldn't let me do nothing hardly. I did take the hammer and hit the sides of the concrete all the way around on the horns and made it good and smooth. It really worked good. But I do something every day. I don't sit in this is the most I sit down in a chair all day and don't do nothing. Now, a lot of times I'm sitting in a chair doing stuff, but I haven't uh, I haven't done nothing uh, as far as just sitting there and being lazy. I get up and do stuff. I do laundry. I do folding clothes. Of course, you got to fold clothes if you do laundry. And I swept my living room today. Kids moved out the other day. I took them to Columbus, and so now I'm cleaning up what cat hair and stuff left from the cat. No big deal. I told them they could have the cat, and in fact went and brought it up here for them. So uh, that was no problem. I like cats anyhow. I like my dog better, but I like cats. They're pretty. They got a mind of their own. You can't, excuse me, you can't get a cat to do anything it don't want to do. It's like a mule. They won't do nothing they don't want to do. Of course, mule does that only when he thinks you're going to put him in danger. But mules are smart animals. Um, when I was a kid, see, we had one, one of my grandfathers and uh, two at my uncle's, and I think that was all we had. And I growed up working them mules. I'd haul rock with them on a sled when I was about 10 years old. Do all kinds of things with them up at my uncle's, and I have to do something with my chat there. It seems like I'm not exactly connected just right or something. I don't know what it is. See if I can see what that is. As a chat disconnected. But I don't know why that done that. I guess they'll figure it out, or at least they know what it is. But we got one viewer there. Maybe that's who was trying to chat and they couldn't do it. Got a like, glad to have you. Who we got there? Well, I don't guess you can answer me right now. Maybe I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what that. I always thought my reading would come up there, but it's. I don't know if it's working or not. Um, a person left there that's come up and give me a chat or a like, I mean, but I appreciate that like button. Hope you come back and talk with us a bit. Uh, you got top chat there. I don't know what that's for, but anyhow, yo, hey David, how you doing, buddy? Uh, I didn't know if he's going to make it or not. They said something about my chat disconnected for a while there, and they tried to reconnect it and got it reconnected. I'm doing fine. How you doing? I got started a little bit earlier today, or a little bit later, one or the other. I don't know which it was really, but I got everything set up and going pretty good today so far. I got some new equipment I'm trying out, but seem to be doing all right. Um, my name's Raj. Uh, they told me not to use my last name. I guess that's not supposed to do that, but just call me Raj or Roger, whatever. And uh, I was going to say something there. You asked me that, threw me off thought. Um, yeah, I don't remember now. Um, before you come on, I was talking about just a little bit ago there about that. I hear that. I know the feeling. uh, I'm the same way. I be feel funny, but you know, there's more grown-ups around town here calls me Papa that I know because I'm older than all of them, and they all call me Papa. And yeah, what'd you do all day? I just got that before I done this. I went and made me a big bowl of coleslaw. I like coleslaw and crackers. I can eat that as a snack, and it don't hurt my weight none, and I enjoy it immensely. let it get good and cold, and it's refreshing. I cut my slaw up. I usually put some carrots in it, but I was out of carrots, and I put let's see, well, that's a good thing. That's a good job. I've done a many of them. Uh, I've been a mechanic all my life, even uh, before I went to the military. Yeah, you've been busy this morning. Yeah. Uh, I started working in welding and mechanics when I was a little over 11 years old. And back then, there wasn't no law against working at that age. And I got certified. I had great uncle that was a welder, and he taught me everything about welding up by the time I was 11 years old. And I went to work for uh, American Water Company, welding pressure welding water tanks. Yeah, I got you. They don't make it simple anymore, does it? Do they? That's one reason I like working on boat engines so well. They're still basically the same, some improvements, but basically the same as it was 25, 30 years ago. It's just a big vacuum chamber. And you seal it good and put all the places parts in the right place, and they'll run like a top. Yeah. Well, I was just the opposite. I started welding before I started mechanicking. Uh, as I was saying, I started work for American Water Company, and they would put the blue around here. I don't know what they are in your part of the country, but they stand about 110 feet tall, I guess, and I don't know how many gallon they are, but there's three sections that makes a circle, and they'd set them in place and clamp them together. And I'd get out of school, and I'd go in and I'd weld up about two seams a night, and uh, they come in. Say I weld two seams. Say I have one, two, three, four, four seams inside because you had well, actually you waited and done a top seam on when they put the next plate in. But I do three seams, bottom, both sides on the inside, and then the next day I do the bottom and both sides on the outside. And I had three plates to do. It take me about 6 days, and because I could do more on Saturday, and I didn't work Sunday, but I could do more on Saturday than I did just overnight. And so I go to school during the day and do that until about all 10 and 11 at night. Come in, go to bed, get up next morning, go to school. Done that for well, see, until I was a sophomore in high school, and it was getting where I was having to drive too far after school because I'd had to go straight from school. And after I got the ones down local, well, then I'd have to drive around 30, 40 miles to the next one, and that cut down my welding time. And it took me, I think the first uh, tank I done, it took me, I believe it was a little over 5 months. I can't remember exactly, but it was somewhere in that category. But then the second one, I done it a little less time because I used to it all. And I had a better crew putting them together. You don't have the same crew putting them together all the time. And the second one I done, the crews would always have them ready for me. The first one, sometimes I go to work and they'd still be there in my way, and I could only start before they wasn't working at it. But it was a good job. Wasn't no benefits to it except money. Paid good money for back then. That was in let's see, 50. Let me think. 47, 48, 49, and 50. And that was good money back then. I was making a little over $18 an hour, and no benefits though. And I worked my own rate. I didn't have to stay too late if I didn't want to, but I enjoyed welding, so I stayed a little later. Well, I say I don't know how it is working on the power plants, but the turbines, that would have been a good job, I would have thought. I always liked turbines. Uh, were they electrical turbines or what? Oh, well, who'd you work for in NASCAR? Who was it you worked for in NASCAR, David? I done some work in NASCAR myself. Skip Manning. Uh, I know who he was. I wasn't a personal friend of his because I worked uh, back in 71, 72 on in there after I got out of service. Uh, you remember K&K Insurance Dodge? Yeah, Terry Labonte. Yeah, Terry was a good driver. I think he was the best one of the Labonte boys as far as driving, but and, that's everybody's opinion. But me and Bigfoot Majors out of Louisville,